Hey, my fellow toy collectors out there on the interwebs. Welcome back to another episode of MP Squared Reviews. I'm Mike. I'm living out my childhood again, this time buying all the toys that I want. And today we're going to continue looking at Blitzway's $700 Voltron that, unless there's something seriously wrong with it, will be the only Voltron in my collection, thus being the ultimate Voltron in my collection. This harkens back to when I was a kid in the 80s, seeing how cool Voltron was both on the TV show and when other kids had the toys to play with. All right, here we go. Okay, one thing that you might want to note when looking at the contents of your box is when I opened this up, I saw that there were all these details of things that I had not actually seen in the box, and I got concerned. I do vaguely remember that when I ordered this, or before I ordered it, when I was finding out about it, that they did mention that these things can be hidden away someplace. So there was this that led me to look at the packaging, and the packaging looked like maybe these weapons and stuff were supposed to be in compartments that weren't showing anything, which also concerned me. Here we go, see that? And then even here, you know, there was nothing blatantly showing there when we unpacked it. I thought maybe that, actually, you know, it looks like things were meant to be included, maybe superimposed over the parts of the bot, because this is its own tray with open spaces, right? So maybe it was meant to hold Voltron in place, but it was also meant to hold accessories that aren't there. So don't panic. I suppose those weapons and accessories could actually be shown in the box should you want to actually show the inside of the box and have that on display, or even use the front of that package as a display for the accessories. But here's where you find those weapons. And it's a beautiful place for them to actually live, because that means that you don't have to keep track of where they went, because they're right here. So there's this tab here. Not sure how easy this is to open. Okay, pretty easy. So there you go, this lifts off, and there we go. We've got our accessories. Oh, nicely packaged too. Formed inner cover. And there we have accessories. So don't fear, you can find them there. Ooh. And I was noticing as I was closing it, are these magnets? I think those are little pieces of metal here at the four corners. Very cool. And I'm imagining that these must be magnets there in those corners as well. So you've got a little extra level of security perhaps. Let's find out. Yeah. I don't know if that's necessary for the fit, but it does keep things in there. So thank you, Blitzway, for that little feature. So we've got the display base here, and as you can see, it looks really cool. This is the configuration. Well, it's a little bit of a modified configuration. The real configuration is sans the sword and spinning laser blade in the back there. That's actually supposed to be supposedly part of the Lion display mode from the other side somehow, if I remember the manual correctly. But anyway, they have a number of configurations that you can do. I just hybridized this so that I could show the sword and the star blade, the laser star blade, with the lions in their lion form, springing forward, you know, as if they're launching into space. I think this looks pretty cool. Show you the backside here so you can see that they are color-coded for each of the lions. There you go. As you can see, they are color-coded for each of the lions. And we totally lose the, the white one because there is no shadow there for it. So anyway, you get the idea. I think this might be the way that I will display the lions if I do display the lions by themselves, because it seems to be the most complete way to display everything at once. So there you go. That's the display stand. This thing doesn't sit in this hole that well, but it sits well enough, you know. I was trying to get it to show so that you could see all 4 points somehow, and you just can't really balance it because it's offset. So I don't know why this spinning star blade doesn't have a center point for it to spin on, but it's offset, as you can see. So anyway, there you go. A note about the inside where you can keep the extras. I've got my spudger here, and I'm going to use that just to get underneath the lid there. The 2 swords here inside, for some reason, one of them snaps into place okay. And it is nice that each one of the accessories that you will see on the lions, they have these cutout areas where it indicates, you know, which accessory goes where, which is very nice, very convenient. And it's got the little plugs for each of them as well. So that's good too. But on this particular sword, and it doesn't matter which sword you do it, it's just this hole here. The hole is just too small apparently, and it just wants to spit the sword handle right back at you. So go in here, there's the square, or the rectangle rather, and it just doesn't want to stay. So I'm not sure why that would be, why, you know, what's at defect here really, but doesn't seem to be the swords, because I did try both swords in that spot. So there you go, just a little heads up on that. Also, if you don't plug everything in accessory-wise into the base of this, there's probably even enough space, and I'm going to see if there is, for putting these little guys in there and keeping those safe. There you are. Just a heads up. How about some lions, huh? So here they are, fully assembled with all of their accessories, and they look good, they look mean. The only thing that I can say that I don't like about the way that they look are the color of their accessories, which is just a plain basic gray. Not sure why there wasn't a more elaborate paint job done on these accessories to make it just look that much cooler. I mean, for a $700 price point, I kind of would have thought that those would be at least chromed, you know, just to add to that whole Voltron vibe from the 80s where it was just, you know, and it does have that. It does have that, those touches of the gold and the silver, you know, and the chrome. But, you know, just to carry it forward, why have these plain pieces of gray when you can do something else with them? All right, let's have a quick look at each one of these. All right, so Black Lion here has his double blade in his mouth. He's got his accessory cannons or whatnot. But really, let's just take a look at him in profile and such. From the side, he's looking all right. One thing I don't like, and I didn't check my cat anatomy to see if this is at all a problem really, but he can't really push his leg forward because of the diaper here. So he can't really do like that cat thing. I guess he also won't be able to do like a cat sit, you know, on its haunches, like Yellow Lion here. So that's kind of a bummer. I'd really like if all of the Voltron lions could do that cat kind of pose there. But back to Black Lion. Still cuts an impressive figure, and looks good. Backside, not a whole lot to look at. The tail goes down here. Doesn't swing up at all. As far as bending up, you can only bend it down like that. These gold accents here are really nice. And he's able to do this little hunch here because of that ab crunch. And this part of his torso actually expands out for the lion mode, unless it's supposed to be expanded out for the Voltron mode, although I'm not sure about that. But yeah, Looks good. He's got die cast here on these legs. These feet are plastic. Die cast back here. Looks like the die cast goes into the plastic here. And this all feels like it's plastic, I guess. Yeah. These haunches here are die cast. Shoulders here, this panel at least, is metal. And yeah, the feet have an ankle rocker, at least on the other ones. Yeah, there we go. Look at ankle rocker. I mean, it can go 360, so it's got ankle rocker all day. It's got foot up to there, foot down to there. So that's not bad. This leg kicks back to just there. Can kick forward 90 degrees. And what else can we look at here? Well, maybe there's not that much to actually look at too much, but yeah, this thing fell out of his mouth because the only way this actually fits is that you just fit it in there and it loosely sits in his mouth. It's not secured with some kind of receptacle or something like that. So there you go. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want this guy bearing down on me. One negative thing I can say about the rockets here, aside from the color, is that they're just circular pegged. Even though this is an octagonal shape, this doesn't have the same shape, and I'm not sure why, because it would be satisfying if you turn this and you'd actually hear the ratchet. But I guess maybe they wanted you to just be able to have an infinite amount of playability here as far as the angle goes, and it works. It sits in there fine enough. But I just thought maybe that could have been a cool little add. There you go. That's Black Lion. All right, Green Lion. He also looks mean. There is very little, if any, die cast in this. Like, this is die cast here. This part that becomes the elbow, that feels nice and cold like metal. The legs, I think, are all just plastic coated in chrome. You got a nice tail here. This tail does go down and up. A little bit of posability there. And he looks cool. And he's got the little accessory weapon, I guess that is too, that pops up off his back. So there you go. All right, Blue Lion. And he looks really cool. I love the two bigger bots. The leg bots are they feel satisfying to hold. They've got weight to them. There is die cast here in this piece. Yeah, all the way down here from the shoulder down to the ankle here is all die cast. The paws are, again, plastic. What else? Anything else that's die cast here? There may be, no, maybe not. But he does cut a cool figure and looks mean, looks ready to get into a fight, get into that pouncing mode and take out a bad guy or two. And he's also got that weapon up there that it flips up. So there you go. Blue Lion. And good old Red Lion here. Looking cool too. Got his, I don't know why he's got two different angled blades, but I guess that would be really horrible to get sliced up by. So good weapon there, I guess. Again, it's a repeat of Green Lion as far as the die cast and stuff goes. This keeps fooling me because it is cool to the touch, but I'm pretty sure this is just, well, maybe not. Okay, I think I stand corrected. These haunches here and maybe these shoulders. Yeah, okay, so let me correct myself here for Green Lion and Red Lion. And they both have die cast here in the shoulders. down to this elbow here. Just double checking that here. Green Lion, there you go. You see that seam up there? That's die cast in there. So yeah, die cast on the shoulders down to the elbows, and then the legs from there down, and the paws are plastic. So there you go, quick correction on that. And Red Lion has his weapon too, and that's Red Lion. And last but not least, Yellow Lion. Sitting there nice and pretty, relaxed, but ready to kick some booty. A very passive reminder that he can be a threat too with that blade in his mouth. And he's got this cool cannon on his back right here. Again, like Red Lion is a repeat of Green Lion, Yellow Lion is, I think, pretty much a repeat. I can't see anything that is drastically different in the build materials here for Yellow Lion. So blue and yellow are basically the same build. Got the metal legs from shoulder down to ankle, both front and back. And you know, no ratchet here, but a ratchet here. It's a nice sound, right? And it feels good too. Oh, and about my assumption that the little display figures of the crew, Princess Allura, Lance, Commander Keith, Pidge, and Hunk, weren't going to be going into the Lions is actually, well, it's correct, but it's not completely correct. Inside each Lion, they already have a figure. Oh boy. So that is cool. I haven't tried to take these guys out. I don't think I want to try. I doubt they do come out, and if they do, I don't want to disturb their position. So there you go. The pilots are inside the Lions. Thank you, Carbotix. Blitzway Carbotix, excuse me. Appreciate that. And Yellow Lion is looking good. All right, that's it for Blitzway Carbotix Voltron, this installment in the review of the bot. And we'll get into more of Voltron in the next review. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and until next time, happy collecting, everybody.